For those of you that have struggled with fear in your life, I have a story for you. You see, I also struggled with fear quite a lot in my life. I'm now 23 years old. My name is Reagan, and I probably spent most of my life afraid of everything, whether it be afraid of what people think about me, fear of not being enough, or whatever else. Whenever I was 4 years old, I kicked the ball into my backyard, right? And down in the bushes where my ball landed, I went down to go get it, and I found this man laying down there in the grass. And apparently he had overdosed. And from that moment on, that's when the fear started. I remember going night after night, just not able to sleep. I would have my eyes wide open no matter how much I wanted to sleep. I just couldn't do it. No matter how tired I got, I just couldn't do it. I would scream for my mom and my dad, just terrified because my mind was running and I couldn't seem to forget. I couldn't seem to let it go. I remember struggling with fear, like literally, I don't know if it was dreams or what, but I would see things in my room and I would hear things in my closet, and I'm like, I know it sounds crazy, but like I was afraid. I was very afraid. And you guys, if you know how powerful fear is and anxiety is, it can do a lot to the human mind. And I went a long time with that. As I said, I'm 23 years old, and I can't tell you when it stopped exactly, but maybe somewhere around, like, I remember even around up to like 15 years old, I was still struggling to sleep at night, just running. And yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that guy anymore, but it was just like fear had become a pattern in my life to where it just kept going and going, even over small things like fear of whatever. But long story short, I've overcome that fear. And I tried all these different ways to do it, and nothing worked. But the one way that did work, the one way that I did overcome that fear, is I gave my life to Jesus. You see, I tried a lot of things, but he's the only one that I have found real comfort in. I found bravery in him. I feel like I have true courage. It's not that I never feel afraid anymore, but now whenever I do, I remember that he's got me. I remember that he has good plans for me. I remember that he hasn't given me a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. And it says that in the Bible. The more that I read the Bible, I feel like the braver I become, the more courageous I become. I sleep so well now. I can't remember the last time that I stayed up all night just anxious or afraid, thinking of something. It's been years now. And I'm so thankful because I didn't know that it was ever going to be possible. I thought I was going to live my life like that. But I'm telling you that if you're in that place right now where you're afraid, whether it's something small or you're anxious about something, like there's something that works. And it's Jesus, man. And you don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you, I tried things. I could go on and on, but I tried all my life up to like 20 years old. Nothing worked. I gave my life to Jesus. I was like, God, if you're real, I'm just going to try you. I'm going to try giving my life to you. And you know what? If I find nothing, then who can blame me? But if you are real, then I've heard of how good you are. I've heard what people say about you. And that's what I want. So, to get to the point, I wrote a song called Lies. Pretty much the whole song is just talking about letting go and giving up on giving into that fear. I'm not doing it anymore. Instead, finding a courage to rise up against it and fight back. Like, I'm not going to live that way anymore. I'm not going to live afraid of tomorrow or what might come or what might never come. Because it just holds you back. It keeps you from living. But ever since I've started just trusting in God and rising up, I'm alive like never before. And so as the chorus goes, I don't want to live another day listening to lies. I don't want to go another night holding my eyes wide open. And I'm not gonna, because I know where my courage is. I know who's got my back. So if that story means anything to you, or if you can relate at all, I would really appreciate it if you go listen to my song, because maybe it'll mean something to you. It really means something to me. And so, there you go. My name's Reagan Roy, and you can find my song. It's called Lies on any streaming platform. See ya.